So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Unmistakably, the San Siro, this most distinctive of structures, 80,000 it holds. And as you can see, we've already started here. Koundé makes the interception. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
France clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, I think it's going to be hard, Peter, not to pick out the very talented Michael Elise here. We love his creativity and his ability to drift inside and find a little bit of space and then do serious damage. But potential was always in his game from a very young age, and he's realising that potential now, and he really is growing into something quite devastating.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Oh, well played, well played. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Balde. Ferran Torres. Barcelona controlling the possession in this early phase. This is De Jong. Look at the space here, and the shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Oh, that's a key interception. Pedri. Rafinha. Koundé did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And the shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. That was superb goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. And now they can spring out of defence. He's played him through. Now it's Mbappe. Big chance! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Goal! France! The breakthrough strike! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Ferran Torres. Yamal! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Now it's Mbappe.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And it's Conte.
Barcelona really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Hernandez. Now it's Camavinga.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now this could... Mbappe! That should get the job done. And now a sudden chance to counter. Saliba gets over and intercepts. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Not the most accurate pass. He's through, now is he in? Mbappe! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 2 then. They've played it short. Olise. Traumeri. Keeper's dealt with that. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Rafinha.
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Olise. Camavinga. Oh, they can break here. That is a great pick out. Tries a shot! And it's in! A 2-goal cushion, and it's looking safe. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, that defence is perplexed by the fact they've allowed him the space.
And he'll shoot here. Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
Thuram is onto it in a flash. He's had it taken off him. And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. Now it's Thuram.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Conte has a goal! Yes! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
3-0, and the half-time whistle goes. Well, the contrast in fortunes here could not be much more stark. All smiles on one side, their qualities have shone through. They look across the other way, and there is nothing short of absolute deflation. Here we go again then.
Barcelona can show their manager and their fans how much grit and spirit is actually in this team. The right characters can rescue a situation like this, and I think we're about to discover if they're present.
Rafinha, and he was quick to react. Now it's Mbappe. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. He's found the way through. Oh, well played. Pedri. Yamal. Well, played right into his path. And they've got a throw. And it's Conte. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Ferran Torres. Now it's Lewandowski.
France couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Ferran Torres. Great ball, and he's in here.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Chips it through. And he was alert to it.
La fuerza di quest'oggi è di
And they
80.113
win it back again. Pass just lacking in accuracy. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And he welcomes it in. Ter Stegen can pick that up. And the counter is on. Yamal, nicely intercepted. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. And the pass is intercepted. Deftly done. Keeper's ball. Rafinha. Araujo. Araujo. And Koundé. And here's Yamal. Upamecano getting this one clear. And here's Ferran Torres. Passes short and sharp. It's Lewandowski! And that has forced the very best out of the keeper. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Chance here to counter. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. And the finish! He has done it! It is no contest, it is a landslide. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Sostituzione per la Francia. Numero 9.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Numero 13.
France are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. And he's there to get it away. Barcelona have their second corner now. Rabiot getting this one clear. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
France are looking to go forward now. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Rafinha. And here's Lewandowski. Ansu Fati. Oh, strongly challenged there. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Ansu Fati, whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Up he goes! It's a goal! And so clear that one side are so much better. The scoreline entirely justified.
Yeah, it has become ugly for one, but the other is still delivering beauty.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's been the outstanding player on the pitch and devastating in front of the goal. What a display, what a player.
It's become a case of men against boys.
and things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
He's shifting through the gears here. Fires it in low. And time is up. Barcelona cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed them off. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
One-sided and only one winner, Peter. The players didn't show enough to...
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Unmistakably, the San Siro, this most distinctive of structures. 80,000 it holds. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, N'Golo Kante. He is only one midfielder, but it often feels like he does the work of 2 or 3. He's got exceptional awareness for danger and the stamina to make sure he can go and snuff it out over and over again if required. He's also exceptional in the tackle, and when you watch him in the latter parts of a game, 90th minute plus, he looks as if he's in the first 5.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Fiddles it through. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. Konate defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now it's Lewandowski. Lewandowski! And he's managed to get rid. Valde. Lewandowski. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Thuram chasing after it. And here's Mbappe. First quarter of an hour gone. The ball has bounced loose now. Pedri. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Pedri takes control of it and he's on the move. Rafinha. Pedri. And it's the goalkeepers to claim. That's been cut out, well played. And it's Lewandowski. Now it's Rafinha. Now it's Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, there's a probing ball, and he's certainly onside. There's the shot! And that's caused a worry or two.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Koundé. De Jong. Konate spots it and intercepts. Balde. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And here's Lewandowski. Rafinha showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Pedri. Rafinha. Tchouaméni promptly onto that, and that is that. Balde. Ferran Torres. Rafinha. Konate cuts out the pass. Thuram. Kante gets into some space. That is lovely. Crosses it in. Foot in. Camavinga. He's got a sight of goal. And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And here's Rafinha. And here's Lewandowski. He's found some space. Yamal!
OK, it didn't come off, but it was clever. A nice little dummy.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Cleared away. France are looking to go forward now. Olise goes hurtling down that left-hand side. Ferran Torres. Interesting ball. And here's Lewandowski.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
And it's half-time here. Well, perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but a game which has been of a very high level, certainly defensively, as both teams walk off unscathed. A tight affair, 0-0 at the break. How would you review the first half?
Well, Peter, apart from the lack of goals, I really don't think there's much to criticise. I think they've got to keep doing what they've been doing, and eventually they should find a way to the back of the net. Here's hoping for them.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. Here we go again then.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Conte. And that is out and behind. It's a good block.
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
Gol per la Francia. Ha segnato al 49esimo minuto, numero 8.
France have broken through. It's 1-0.
Oh, half-time has been a blessing for this team. You know, what a great start to the second half.
Rafinha cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
No, that was never going to make it. Kubasi. And here's Ferran Torres. Oh, here's a chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Ferran Torres clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
It's their second corner of the game. And now a sudden chance to counter. Koundé. It's a throw-in. No, that's been intercepted. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. So we've reached the hour mark. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Well, we've seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense.
Barcelona showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
Ferran Torres! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
So, third corner of the game. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Koundé.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Pedri. Yamal. Olise. Here's Chouameni. Koundé. Looking for options for movement. Kante looking to get on the end of this. Now it's Tura. Great chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here. Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach.
Now it's Kante. Koundé getting this one clear. Yamal. Just about up to 75 minutes. Valde. And Rafinha. He's played him through. And the shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Couldn't squeeze it through. De Jong. Rafinha.
Barcelona really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Konate calmly anticipates. Mbappe looks to get on the end of this. Time is running out here.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
And here's Rafinha.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Now the finish!
Sostituzione per la Francia. Numero 6, numero 7, numero 13.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Il numero 14, il numero 20.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Il numero 12. Attenzione, un cambio. Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
And the number on the board is 3. Pedri gets across to intercept that. Fermin. Christensen. Lewandowski. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And that is as far as it goes. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Things really are sizzling here in Milan. The San Siro provides the perfect backdrop to the excitement which will follow. So it's away we go then. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Nicely aimed pass. Ter Stegen deals with it effortlessly. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, I think it's going to be hard, Peter, not to pick out
Mbappe! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
France were again presented with an opportunity to break and look very, very threatening.
De Jong, Kubasi. And Araujo. Balde. For Ferran Torres. It's gone for a throw-in. Rafinha. Now it's Lewandowski. Yamal. Olise. Oh, played right into his path. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
France clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Ferran Torres. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
That looks a good ball through. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Kante is in a really good position out wide. He's found a way through. Hits it first time. Goal, France! He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Ha segnato al 17° minuto, numero 10.
France have fired themselves in front.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And he is going into that little black book. Well, no question, Jim, the referee has seen that as a professional foul.
Well, he had a decision to make, Peter, and it's worked out badly.
An opportunity then to pull clear here. He's shaping up to have a crack from here. Olise! Oh, it's come off the upright. Ferran Torres. Pass somewhat off target. Tries to dink it in. Oh, that's a fine interception. And it's lofted in with a header! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Barcelona are behind here, despite their domination of possession. While quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
He's played him through. Now it's Thuram. That had too much on it. De Jong.
Barcelona are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Rafinha. Yamal. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. And here's Ferran Torres. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. He's through here. That is good alertness. Ferran Torres. Rafinha. That has been slung wide. Thuram in acres of space out wide. He's big chance! One-on-one! Great chance! It's there! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, it doesn't have to look spectacular. Why complicate simplicity?
France are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
He's going for goal! They've scored! Right back in the game! Even some of the opposing fans are clapping that. You just have to appreciate it.
Oh, that's a measured delight. The curl he applied was immaculate.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Listen, goals change games, and that has changed the whole complexion of this one. They have the momentum now.
Well, the counter-attack will come to nothing because that is an errant touch.
Well, I think that might well put him off watching tonight's highlights.
De Jong. Koundé. De Jong. And Rafinha. Looking for the run. He's had a hit! It's in! They have come roaring back!
And it's another really good show of character. I love the spirit and togetherness they muster. Never know when they're beaten. Well, his movement is all based on fine margins, and the timing of his run then was ideal.
This has become one superb game of football.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. Barcelona playing their part in a real slugfest here. A glut of goals and nothing to suggest much is going to change. So we reach the halfway point.
We've seen some really terrific football in that half with the flow of goals. And of course there are mistakes, but I'm not in a mood to moan.
What a good half. They've gone blow for blow and it's 2-2. Barcelona get the ball rolling for the second period. Rafinha. Always onto this. The referee has given a corner, and we have our very first corner. Hernandez tries to clear. Nice ball, and he might... Ferran Torres! Kante simply refused to be outdone there. It's their second corner of the game. That's really well cleared. And now a sudden chance to counter. Kante is there to clear. Taken back almost at once. Koundé. Hernandez. Engages and forces him off the ball. And here's Ferran Torres. He's having a go. Goal!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved all over the place on its journey.
Barcelona go into the lead.
Yeah, for me, this team seems to find it easier to attack than defend, but now they're going to need to dig in at the back a bit.
Balde getting this one clear. Olise. Turan. Nicely spread. Swept in.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
Now it's Mbappe. Araujo. France are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
How Kubasi cuts out the pass. And that's really well manoeuvred. Chouameni, and he cuts out the supply. Yamal, and claimed it back swiftly.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Yamal looking to add to his goal. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Ferran Torres. It's a throw-in. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease.
They're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Yamal! Whistle's gone, that's foul.
Sostituzione per la Francia. Numero 6.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Numero 13. Lasciano il campo per il numero 14, il numero 20, il numero 12, il numero 25.
Nkunku. He can run onto that. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Corner number 2 then.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Koundé. No, that's been intercepted. Bakula! It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And here's Rafinha, and he's had a hit! Rising over the bar.
Yeah, but you only need to look across to the sideline to see what one makes of that, Peter.
Rabiot. Hernandez. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Just 5 minutes left.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
In with the challenge. Big chance! Oh, he's really drilled it.
I actually like to see that in shots at goal when there's a noticeable effort to get over the ball and keep it down.
Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Oh, good-looking ball. Koundé makes the interception.
Il quarto uomo indica 4 minuti di recupero.
Great defending, strong and determined. Mbappe! Now, who's going to be first to this? That has been cut short. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Rafinha. Rabiot. Hernandez. Hernandez crosses. He's in a good... And the shot! And it's come back out to him. And that is it. The equaliser just wouldn't come. It is over. Barcelona have done it with